Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, Conman here. Welcome back to another episode. It is A to Z time. There's been a patch this week. This is the Ana patch. So she came out on Tuesday. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so it hasn't quite been a full week yet. We're going to take a look at it right now. Ana comes, of course, from Overwatch. She was one of 2 Overwatch heroes that were announced that she is out. The next one's going to be Junkrat upcoming, but he's not even on the PTR yet. And today we're gonna talk about Ana. She is a support. She's an interesting support, sort of like a cross-assassin style support. Definitely more on the support side, whereas like Tyrande is way more assassin-y now. Ana is definitely a support. I like her so far. She's been a ton of fun. I have a feeling that I will not be surprised. If some of her numbers are toned down in a week or two. So keep an eye out for that. If you're watching this, you know, after 2 weeks when she's been released, just keep an eye on the patch notes and see if they've made any changes to her. I have found she's been quite fun. She can solo support. I think she'll be very strong though and much more powerful in a dual support, double support situation. You're gonna want to pair her up with like a Lily, maybe a Rhaegar, stuff like that, and we'll talk about why. We'll get into some of her abilities and why she'll be ideal in that kind of situation. So for starters, all of her abilities are basically skill shots. But let's talk with the trait first. We'll look at her stats. Basic stats here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. You got your attack range. Not a whole lot of damage, but she does have a trait to increase that, and we'll mention that. Attacks per second. So standard stuff there. Nothing crazy. So first off, we got her trait is Shrike. I imagine if you played Overwatch and played Ana at all, her kit will be pretty close, or at least pretty familiar to you. Compared to Overwatch. I'm not an Overwatch player, I never really played Ana, don't know anything about it, so I'm going to assume that's the case, but if not, you can yell at me, that's fine. But hey, there we go. Anyway, Shrike. Basic attacks apply a dose to non-structures, and it deals additional damage over time. So this is what it looks like. If I go attack this target dummy here, you see it's got this icon here, it does some damage. If I hit it again, 2, damage goes up, so on and so forth. This will go up to 5 times, and then subsequent doses will refresh that. So this is where she can get in some extra damage. So she doesn't get a whole lot of base damage in her attack, but this is where all of the extra damage is going to come into play. You know, you see what's going to tick off there. 44 per tick at 5 stacks at level 20. Not insignificant if you can pull it off. It does require her to actually hit her target 5 times, although there are some talents you can use to kind of speed that up. You know, and what this is going to do, obviously, it's a damage tick, so any, you know, trailing heroes that are running away, we're going to be taking damage as they go along. This is damage, so it's going to prevent, like, if you have stealthies, you know, your Novas, your Zeratools, it's not going to reveal them, so if they go out of sight, they're still going to be, you know, hidden from your sight, like if they hop into a bush, but it will prevent them from stealthing back up, because they're taking the ticking damage, so that's something just to keep in mind. This isn't like a Lunara thing where she takes the level 1 talent, and she can see them. You know, you will not get vision on targets that you damage, but it will prevent them from stealthing back up. So there you go. So other than that, so also her doses, we'll talk about doses. The reason you see you got the 5 there are a number of talents, and we'll get into them. There are a number of talents that will change their effectiveness. You know, what they do or how strong their effects are applied are going to change based on the number of doses that are on a particular target, or on a number of targets, how many doses you just have applied overall. And we will get into that. So first off, her Q is her heal. It is a skill shot, so it's like this. Healing dart, 2-second cooldown, 15 mana. So you can spam the absolute hell out of this. Fire a dart, which heals the first allied hero hit. It's going to go through enemies. You see here, it goes right through the enemy. If I can go like this, I can probably hit right there. Boom. So this is what makes Ana more of a higher skill cap hero than some other supports, whereas Lily, you get to sit here and hit your Q button and it'll just heal whoever the hell is in range. Ana, you actually have to hit your target. The other thing to keep in mind is by default, it's only going to hit the first target. So let's say I'm trying to heal Malfurion over here. Oh, nope, I hit a target dummy. There, even though, ignore the range for a second there, I'm going to toggle cooldowns. There we go. You know, it's only going to hit the first target. So positioning is going to be very important. You want to put yourself in a position between you and whoever you're trying to heal. So if your tank is out in front and he's the one that's low, you might want to rotate over here where you can get the angle and be able to hit him while not hitting your full health backline in the in the back. Second ability is Grenade here. 50 mana, 16 second cooldown. This is her longest cooldown ability, I think. Yep. Toss a grenade at a target area. Let's see if I can hit both these guys here. Are you guys gonna group back up? Nope, because you're a jerk. Okay. So it does two things. First off, it heals. It heals. Whoever you hit, it heals. We'll do one of these. Now you see, Arthas had an icon on him as well as Malfurion. So it does two other things. Not only does it heal the target, it will, for allies, it will actually increase the amount of healing that they then receive by 25% for 4 seconds. So I don't know if I can do it on the dummy here. Okay, so that's 548. There you go, and there's 600 there. So it's going to increase the further healing received. So if I drop this on Malfurion and then I hit him with a healing dart, I probably have time for 1 or 2 shots, maybe 3 if I time it just right, to give bonus healing to Malfurion. The other thing it does some damage to enemy heroes, nominal damage, nothing crazy, but it reduces healing received by 100%. So it cuts off healing basically completely. This is going to be self-healing. This is going to be, enemy supports trying to heal them. You've got a Rhaegar who's about to ancestral a target. Well, not anymore. There you go, and you drop that on them, and that's what it does. This ability right here, Biotic Grenade, is one of the reasons why Ana is going to be so strong in that double support composition. Because you can drop the grenade on somebody, and even if you can't, I missed my shot there, even if you can't do it, it's going to affect all sources. So, the Lily on your team is going to heal 25% more. The Uther on your team, the Rhaegar on your team is going to heal for 25% more. Even Tyrande for that matter. The last ability, it does have your dart, by the way, does have a travel time, but it's pretty quick. It's very, very fast. See here. The last thing we've got, Sleep Dart. Fires a dart that puts the first enemy hero to sleep, renders them unable to act for 3 seconds. I think it's a stun. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. The interactions, if you have things that remove stuns, if sleep counts as a stun or not. The thing is, if a target takes damage after the first half second, they will wake up. So it looks something like this. So first, there you go. I just hit the target, and he goes to sleep. An important thing to keep in mind, your dots for your ability, they don't turn that off. So he's still taking damage, but he's actually asleep, whereas if I were to hit him and then just shoot him, he'll wake up. Let's see if I can tag Arthas with this. Nope, I missed because I'm bad. There we go. And see, Malfurion hit him and he woke up. This one has got a much shorter travel time, or much slower travel time, excuse me, a much slower travel time. So you need to plan out where this one is going to go. This can be great to kind of just stop enemies in their tracks, just kind of like a interrupt CC kind of thing. It's got a long enough range that if somebody the classic example that I always use is a mosh pit. Well, you're going to be out of range of the mosh pit. You can go in there. You can put the ETC to sleep. Sure, he'll probably wake up right away because he'll take some damage, but at least it will interrupt the channel. So something to keep in mind with Ana, and another reason why she'll be strong paired with a second support, is she really has very limited ability to self-heal. You notice her main heal here is a fired skill shot. You can't shoot yourself in the foot and heal yourself. The only ability that Ana has to heal herself is her grenade, and it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage, and it's on a 16-second cooldown. So you're very dependent on staying out of trouble, staying far back, and it's going to be vulnerable to divey heroes, and I'll kind of give you a quick rundown after I go through all of the talents and whatnot. Let's go through the ults real fast, and then we'll just kind of go through the talents, and I've got a couple talent builds we can talk about. First off, we have Nano Boost. Nano Boost seems to be the one that I think is going to see the most play. It's a very short cooldown, 50 seconds. You instantly boost an allied hero. It restores a bunch of mana. For the next 8 seconds, they get 30% spell power, and their ability cooldowns recharge 150% faster. So it's going to look something like that. I don't know if Malfurion's actually going to do anything with it. No, he's going to mount up and run away. But that's what it does. So Malfurion, he gets 30% spell power, so he actually heals much more strongly now. His ability cooldowns are shortened. So you're going to want to be able to combo this with, this will be great, again, with a Lily, another support. Any mage, Kel'Thuzad, Kel'Thas, Jaina would be fantastic. I was playing a game the other day, I actually used it with a Thrall because, his abilities got spell power and ability power, which works in like that. I saw a clip on YouTube just recently of somebody nano boosting a Murky who just, who went like fish slap build and absolutely destroyed people and was proccing for 800, 900 damage with that, and it was insane. So there are a lot of applications for your nano boost. You can't use it on yourself, much like the ancestral, much like the stim drone. For the medic, you can't use it on yourself. The other ability is an interesting one. I have Horus. I have Horus. You basically, here you go. You get 8 shots. I'll give you the description here. 60-second cooldown, so slightly longer. 75 mana. You assume a sniping position. You gain the ability to fire up to 8 specialized rounds. So these rounds will either heal or damage whoever they hit, depending on if they're ally or enemy. And it will be the first thing they hit. It doesn't pierce. Allies are healed, as you see. Enemies are hit, and 50% less damage to structures. Looks something like this. You get an interesting little UI. It is global. It is a global range. You get this UI. What this UI will do, pardon me, it's supposed to actually show you who you're going to hit. Like, there you go. See, that's one of those. Like, here, I've got the target dummy in my way, but I think if I'm over here, there's a wall in my way. And you're basically locked into place. Like, I'm right-clicking, and I can't go anywhere. So you got to be careful about that. It does leave you in a place. You can cancel it early by pressing W or E. If I press W, it goes like this. So if you cancel it early, it does reset the cooldown. If you snipe up, mount up, whatever, get in position, and then cancel it right away, that's only a self reset. That gives it a 10-second cooldown. But as long as you fire at least 1 shot and cancel it, that is the full cooldown there. So you do want to keep that in mind. You can break it early, but it does leave you vulnerable, so you want to be aware of that. That's one of the reasons why I think Nano Boost is going to be more popular. You know, it does put you in a vulnerable position, and if you're out of position, like let's just say I'm back all the way over here, completely out of the action, or I'm totally safe. All right, I fire off my shots. Here's a heal. Here's a heal. I think here's a heal. Here I'm gonna attack him. Great. Okay, my shots are out. Now I'm still so far away from everything. I still have to mount up and come back over here, and it could potentially leave my team without a healer, put them in a bind. So I'm not saying don't take it. You can interrupt channels for global abilities, objectives, I should say. For example, Cursed Hollow. You sit there, you mount, you snipe up. Like I'm gonna call it snipe up. You snipe up. You can pretty much aim wherever it is that are about to channel the objective. You shoot them once, and then you get 8 shots of that. You can just wait, nope, shoot them again. So there definitely are applications to that. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. I just think Nano Boost, if you have a teammate to use it, may be your stronger option. So let's look at the talents. We'll go through the talents real fast. Let's reset everything here. So level 1. What I like about Ana and like about her kit is a lot of her. She's got like 1 or 2 major builds, I think. I mean, there are a few ways to go, but a lot of her talents, if you choose them correctly, will synergize very well onto each other. Which I think it's a good thing. Not every hero has that. There are a lot of heroes that really only have like 1 or 2 good choices in a tier. Ana doesn't have that problem, definitely. So first off, level 1, all quest talents, as you can see. First we have Grenade Calibration. Hit enemy heroes with Biotic Grenade. After you hit 10 heroes, so this is enemy heroes. So after you hit 10 heroes, Biotic Grenade, it'll do 75% more damage per allied and enemy hero hit. So by default, we'll show you like that. That's okay, 142, not a whole lot of damage. Let's see if I can do it just right. There we go, 356. Now you notice the targeting indicator got a lot bigger. So the reason for that is after the 10, you do more damage straight away, and after you do 20, the grenade duration on allies is increased from 4 to 12 seconds, which is a big deal. And its healing radius is increased by 100%. So that's going to do, we'll do that again. That's going to do 2 things for you. One, it means it's going to be easier to hit your grenade. So there you go. It's going to mean the effect is going to stay on, look how long that stays on there. Look at that, all that bonus healing. If I actually hit my target, all of that bonus healing is going on right there. And since one of the effects is it does more damage based on the number of people hit, you can potentially hit more people when you're doing it, because the main circle is still enemies, but you can still, this is definitely the enemy hero as well as the allied hero all in one shot there. So there's that. This one, I think Piercing Darts is going to be where a lot of the play is. I think this is going to be a very strong one. I'll show you why. Another quest talent. You have to hit heroes with your Sleep Dart. After you get 10 heroes, Sleep Dart will now hit 2 heroes, and its range is increased by 50%. So it'll pierce the first target, and its range is increased. Which also means that once you get the first 10, the second 10 should potentially become much easier to land. And then the second half is once you hit 20, here this is the bread and butter here. Your healing dart will now appear, and its range is increased. So just for reference, here is your healing dart. Here's your sleep dart. About the same range. Sleep dart maybe has a little shorter circle there, but about the same range. You know, that's a pretty decent range. But you complete your quest. Look at the range on that. You are so far out. I mean, you are definitely out of danger in most situations. I mean, you can come in a little bit late and suddenly be like, look where I am. Bang, I can get the heal onto Malfurion. You know, I'm over here, I'm at my tower, and I'm almost halfway into the lane. On top of that, you know, it pierces. So I probably, if I time it just right, I can come over here, I can get the target dummy and Malfurion all in one shot. I mean, there you go, boom. Hit both of them, excuse me, hit both of them all in one shot. Makes it very powerful. It improves on your positioning, so you don't necessarily have to put yourself out of position to heal somebody. If there's somebody in front of you, bang, just shoot right through them. You heal both heroes all in one shot. Very strong. You're going to see a lot of this in this more of the solo healing Ana type play. I think you might get grenade calibration. You might see that more in you know, the double support kind of meta. And then the last one is detachable box magazine. Another quest talent. So this is what this does is this is if you're going to go more of a damagey burst, not even burst, but more of a damage type of build. So what it does is you have to stack up your trait 5 times on heroes. 2, 3, and 5. All right, so you got a ding there. There you go. And it doesn't refresh. You do have to wait for this then to run its course and then, you know, stack it up again. But essentially, after reaching the maximum dosage 5 times, your doses will deal 50% more damage at maximum doses. So we'll just complete here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. But you notice, there you go, you get bonus damage when it ticks. So you're going to do more damage if you can stack up your trait. The other thing it does, you get this activated ability here. It's 40-second cooldown, you activate it, then you get 3 shots of healing dart that you can fire in rapid succession. Just like that. And I'm going to show you that again without cooldowns, just to show you that I wasn't messing around. 1, 2, 3, boom. A lot of burst healing that you can go along with that. Level 4, we have Airstrike. It gives you another ability. It does 2 things. You can activate this to fire your grenade much further. But I don't know if it's global. No, it's got a much further range. I mean, it is very far out there, as you can see. You don't have to do it. You can just fire your grenade normally, you know, as you'd been doing, which is still a pretty solid range in and of itself. But it'll take 4 seconds to land. As you can see, it's sort of like an airdrop.
On the move.
Looks something like this. And I think the main application, or the main reason to take Airstrike, it's going to reduce the cooldown passively of your biotic grenade by 4 seconds. It's going to make it a 12-second cooldown. Right now it's at 16, so that can be kind of a big deal, especially if you're going to go like more of a grenade style build. We have Overdose, which is going to end up being a very strong one.
Choose a talent.
Hitting enemies with Sleep Dart and Biotic Grenade is going to apply 2 doses.
Choose a talent.
Pretty straightforward. Here's a grenade. There's already 2 doses. You hit him with a Sleep Dart. There's 4 doses, 1 shot, and now you've got 5. So this will come in. This is going to synergize really well when you get further down the tree. First off, it'll help if you take detachable box magazine. It's going to make it much easier to complete that, because you don't have to hit 5 people with auto attack or 5 auto attacks. You know, you can throw a grenade or a sleep dart and then only follow up with 3. This will also synergize well when we get to 16 if we take concentrated doses, and you'll see why. There are a lot of reasons why this would be very strong. This has been my go-to when I've been playing Ana so far, is Overdose. Just the fact that it makes doses easier to stack up. Lastly, level 4, aim down the sights. Shrike can be activated. It turns it into a button, as you see here. So basically what it does is it increases your range. So you get 8 range now instead of 6, 6.5. It increases your vision by 100%. So all of this is actually, the vision is really what makes it a valuable talent. All of that extra vision, you can kind of see where people are coming from. On the downside, it lowers your movement speed to 80%. Also, you know, as you can see, it also cancels when you mount up. So if you're not in a whole lot of danger, or you don't think you're going to be in a whole lot of danger, this could be potentially a pickup just for the extra vision, maybe the extra range, which can kind of help you take some pot shots at people. You do want to keep in mind, however, it does lower your movement speed. 10-second cooldown on that, or actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. 3-second cooldown on that because I can read. So you can pretty much toggle it on and off at will. Is it 10 seconds or 3 seconds? It doesn't even say. So there you go. It is 3 seconds. Okay, so there we go. That's what I thought. I haven't actually used it all too much within a game, so I apologize for that. Lastly, we've got, I say lastly, that was actually it for level 4. So level 7, we've got temporary blindness. So this is one of those ones here. This is where I think you really need to look into the enemy team composition and what you've got going on. So you have 3 choices here for darts. First is temporary blindness. Your sleep dart will blind. After sleep dart's effects wear off, targets are blinded for 2 seconds. Are you facing a team with a lot of auto attackers? An Illidan, perhaps? Somebody, maybe a Greymane, but specifically, team that's going to do a lot of auto attack damage. This might be a go-to. This has been what I've taken more often, is Mind Numbing Agent. Every dose a hero has reduces their spell power by 15%. You get a lot of, mages on the team, Kel'Thuzad, I'm going to say a KT, even healing for that matter. If they have 2 doses, that's a 30% reduction in spell power, and that's a big deal. You turn around, if you combo that with Overdose, let's go back here, you combo that with Overdose where you get 2 doses just from being hit with a grenade or a sleep dart. So you fire a sleep dart, okay, now they've got 2 stacks on them, and now their spell power is reduced by 30%. And if you throw a grenade and another shot on top of that, now they're at 75% reduced spell power. That is a huge deal. If you're up against a team with a lot of ability damage or a lot of healing, that might be a go-to for sure. Lastly, level 7, debilitating dart. This one's a 45-second cooldown, and it's an activated ability. So what it does is it fires a dart, and it's got the same type of travel time as your sleep dart, so you want to keep that in mind. It reduces damage dealt by the first enemy hero hit by 50% for 4 seconds. So it's got a very long duration. If you've got a high burst hero, and if you think you can land that could be a very strong ability to take. Especially if it's one of those like hyper carry builds where it's just the one hero that's doing the majority of the work. You get like the Vala, Tassadar combination there. Something like that, where Val is the one doing all of the damage. You can neuter her damage by 50% for 4 seconds, which can make the difference overall in a team fight. Level 10, we talked about the alts.
Choose a talent.
13, here's another one of those choices where it's going to depend on the enemy composition and what you're up against. So, by default, Speed Serum, very good. Healing Dart will grant you movement speed, or your allies' movement speed, by 2 seconds for 25%, or by 25% for 2 seconds. As you might imagine, additional movement speed is pretty great. Let's see if I can hit him here. You're on your mount anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. But you get the idea. There you go. Look at that extra movement speed. So movement speed is always very valuable. The other thing that you can do, these are, I'm going to call them mini cleanses. So Purifying Darts. Your Healing Dart will remove roots and slows from the target and heals for 20% more when doing so. So if you're up a team that's got a lot of slows, up against a Jaina, I was playing against a Kel'Thuzad before, and there you go. He's got his slows from the chains. He's got the root. He's got everything going on. Plus, I think it was actually a Kel'Thuzad and a Malfurion combination. So a lot of roots, a lot of slows. So I picked Purifying Darts. It removes all of that, gives them back their standard movement speed, and it heals them for more, which is a pretty solid deal. Lastly, instead of roots and stuns, or roots and slows, if you have stuns, same idea. It will remove stuns, and it gives them 50% armor, or 50 armor for 2 seconds. So again, if you're up against a Nubrak, if you're up against even a Butcher, potentially, anybody with a lot of stuns, Diablo I would consider. I mean, you go through the deal and see what you got. Like for Arthas, if we go Arthas here in our try mode, I would definitely take Purifying Darts. I mean, I think it goes without saying. He's got roots, he's got slows, you're going to want that. So this is going to be very dependent upon the enemy team composition. If it doesn't fit into either of those, Speed Serum is always the way to go. Level 16 here, we've got Sharpshooter. Healing Dart's healing is increased by 5% each time it heals a hero up to 50%. This bonus is reset if it fails to hit. I don't see this being taken a whole lot. I mean, maybe if you're spot on with all of your skill shots. The problem is if you do miss, like, let's see, we'll just go through here. Okay, you can see the damage, the healing that's getting increased. 5, 6.
I have you covered.
Okay, that's a lot of healing. But then if I miss, it all goes away, even if you're maxed out, which is why I don't think that one's going to see a whole lot of play. These other two is really where all the action is going to be. Concentrated doses. Let's go through.
Choose a talent.
We'll just go overdose. Sure.
Choose a talent.
Concentrated doses is increase healing darts, healing by 10% for each dose active on enemy heroes. So pretty self-explanatory. So there's 593. Where is Arthas? I don't think it works on the dummy. So there's 5 doses on the dummy. That's still 593. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see if I can go get him with something. Where's he at?
Affirmative.
Come over here, buddy. Alright, he's asleep. He's got 2 doses, 712. And that's for each dose altogether. Imagine if you throw a biotic grenade. There's 3 enemy heroes. That's going to be 2 doses each. It's going to stack up pretty quickly. And if you combo that with, with your piercing darts over here, you could be potentially healing for 700, 800, 900 damage. You combo that with a grenade, they get increased healing already. That's a lot of potential burst healing. So very, very strong ability here we're talking about in concentrated doses. Alternatively, contact healing, but heals biotic grenade. The grenade will heal for 30% more per allied and enemy hero hit. Lastly, at level 20, because we're taking up a lot of time kind of going through things, Nano Infusion. Allies affected by Nano Boost heal for 50%. Could be good. I'm not a big fan of Ballistic Advantage. What it does is Eye of Horus. The rounds will explode upon impact, but the impact zone is pretty tiny. So unless everybody is all grouped up, which makes it hard to hit your target in the first place, this kind of loses some of the value that you would normally get. Here's a very strong one. Somnolent doses. Upon stacking 5 doses, enemies are put to sleep for 2 seconds. So you can say throw your biotic grenade for 2 doses, assuming you have overdose. You hit 3 auto attacks, puts them to sleep. Then when they wake up, then you fire your E again, it puts them to sleep again. And so that's a pretty long CC chain right there. There's an interesting one here, dynamic shooting. It gives you a speed increase, kind of like a Vala. It's basically just like a Vala up to, so if you're going for like a damagey type build, although I don't necessarily recommend it, that is where you would go. And then custom optics will increase the basic attack range bonus from 2 to 4, so you would get, I think a range of 10.5, which is pretty solid. So Ana, let's talk about Ana. That's her in a nutshell. I'm going to try to speed things up and hop into a game here. What is she worried about? Why is she going to be so good in a double healing composition? Well, she has trouble healing herself, and she doesn't have a lot of mobility, so she's very vulnerable to dive. She's very vulnerable to divey type heroes. Like an Illidan getting in her face is going to give her a lot of trouble, especially if she misses her sleep dart or her sleep dart's on cooldown. She has absolutely no way to shake that unless the team peels for her. Teams that can get in her face or have the ability to go up and get in her face potentially are going to be very troublesome for her. Chromie, I can imagine being troublesome, even though they can't. Chromie's not going to be an in-your-face character, but if Ana gets tagged by a sandblast, she's got no way to heal herself back up efficiently. You got to tap the well, you got to hearth, you got to do something like that. So it's tough. That's why that double heal composition could be very very powerful. I'm going to keep saying that. Ana can do a lot of burst healing, assuming she hits all of her skill shots. Heals every 2 seconds is really, really strong, but she just needs someone on her end to kind of top her off. I do think that she will have play. She can be solo support, but her team has got to be able to peel for her. Like, that's the important thing, is if somebody does go and get up in her face, she needs somebody who's going to be able to, just body block, like a Garrosh to throw people away or throw you out of danger, in ETC, something like that. You can use your sleep dart if you do it wisely. You see somebody jumping in, use your sleep dart and go away. As long as you don't shoot them again, they'll be asleep for 2 seconds. Should give you plenty of time to kind of get out of danger. The biggest threat, at least in my short experience playing with her, you know, in a couple of quick match games and on the PTR, was Illidan. Illidan, really, if he decided he wanted to kill me, if I was, you know, isolated, I was done for. You know, he hunted on me once, and I was like, well, that's it. You know, I've got 10 seconds left on my sleep dart cooldown. I'm kind of in trouble now. And there really isn't a whole heck of a lot that you're able to do. You know, you want to be careful not to do dangerous rotations. You really, since you can't heal yourself, and outside of sleep dart you have no protection, you want to stay with your team. You don't do a whole lot. You don't have a whole lot of wave clear. You know, you can throw the grenade, but that's a 16-second cooldown, so it's not necessarily something that you're gonna want to be wasting on wave clear. You know, it's not going to be something that you're going to want to waste on wave clear, or excuse me, or even clearing out, say, Zagara creep or something like that. It's definitely something that you're going to want to use. You want to keep this in your pocket to heal your team, apply some doses, and prevent enemy healing. You know, she's going to want a strong front line. Hopefully that's the game starting. Yes, it is. Okay, good. She's going to want a strong front line. Like, here we go. This is a good one. Not a whole lot of front line, but we do have Tassadar. And something to keep in mind against Tassadar is the healing doesn't matter. Like, you can be, as an enemy Tassadar, if Ana hits your team with Biotic Grenade and reduces their healing, well, you can just shield them, and that doesn't matter. It just completely bypasses. And looks like we're also going to get a go on the new map as well. So that's a thing. So we're going to be up against... So this is going to be an interesting comp that we're up against. So Kael'thas can do a lot of damage. Nova I need to watch out for. Nova could probably burst me down. I got to be careful about that. You know, if I can get some doses on her, keep her visible, so that can be important for my team. We do have that double support thing that I was going for, so that is important. You know, if I do take some flak damage here, some poke damage, Rhaegar can heal me back up, which is kind of important. They are solo heals, so lots of damage, but we do have some decent damage over. They are a very squishy team themselves. Kael'thas is squishy, Vala is squishy, Nova, if you catch her, she's squishy. So you know, I think the comp is in our favor, and we get Pachamari Mania. Alright, so I'm gonna go Piercing Dart, because I think that's where you're gonna see a lot of play. I'm gonna pick that out. I guess I'm just gonna go pick up some loot crates, because that's what Overwatch players do, right? They loot the crates.
Legendary.
I don't even know what a Pachamari is. I have no idea. Somebody tell me what a Pachamari is. I didn't really play Overwatch. Like, I have no clue.
Combat starts in 10 seconds.
Alright, we'll go our team. So, this is a fun thing, because we get to play with the new map as well. If you've not played since the patch, this new map is Volskaya Foundry. It is a 3-lane map. There are 3 objective points that will go through. And then if you get the objective, you get a big-ass robot that 2 people can drive. Alright, so I want to be careful. See, there's a sleep. I got him, and I took a whole lot of poke damage right there. Oop. I missed that. Alright, also, my commentary on this game may be a little staggered, because I'm trying to focus
I appreciate the support.
on keeping my team alive. And sometimes it's hard to do with the skill shots. Alright. I gotta back off.
I make quick work of them.
Alright, so our Kael'thas didn't go with the team, and he is just pushing the hell out of the top lane, which is fine. I would be worried that he's gonna get picked off. I don't know why he immediately stealth there, but that's fine.
Enemy in my
Oops.
sight. You look tired.
Oh, that was my bad. I should have healed him.
Deleted.
Understood. No scope needed.
Repairing.
There's some healing. Okay, cool. So I want to focus on getting my sleep dart stacks up. Like, that's a perfect one. Oh, you moved. What a jerk.
Orders received. On the move.
Oh, he's gonna punch me in the face. That's not cool. Hey, Tassadar, why don't you help me out? Thanks, buddy. See, this was where a heal from Rhaegar would be great. He apparently is just gonna go on and not do that.
Very well.
There we go, there's the heal. Okay, so control point A is unlocking.
Acknowledged.
Choose a talent.
So I knew that was the Nova clone, but I did want to do it just to get the tag on the sleep dart and get the stack. So there's also, as you can see, whoops.
Enemy contact. Affirmative.
Couple of conveyor belts on this map. Oh, Tassadar's in trouble. I got stunned. That's no bueno. Have a heal Genji. Okay. I have no mana. So I'm missing some skill shots, but the team is not doing too well with the support either. All right, let's head back over. It's only the first one, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We also have some time. Let's head over here. Let's see if I guess I'm gonna go around this way. Have a heal. Have a heal. Put you to sleep. Have a heal. Okay, so that worked out. I took a bunch of damage by sitting in the living bomb, but I did keep him alive, and that's the important part.
Target eliminated.
And see, there you go. Now that's a dead stuck off.
I will keep you here.
Ugh.
Continue your service, minion.
That's how much I can do for you there, Genji. Look out.
I'm going in. That's enough out of you.
Okay, cool.
I have you
Here's a
covered.
heal. I'm at 8 stacks on my sleep dart. I would love to get. I missed that. That was stupid.
Thank you for the Not quite enough.
I'm in no mana.
Enemy contact. Understood.
We're gonna lose this. That's unfortunate.
All in. Wayne.
And I completely missed that last heal on KT, and that probably cost him a death. So I'm missing some of my skill shots here, which is part of the reason why you really want to bundle, unless you're super good with everything, you might want to bundle Ana with a second healer. So there's 2 people in this thing here. You got Vala driving and Stukov, which is weird. See, the advantage for us now, this thing does a lot of damage, but their healer is in it, so there's no heals coming to them right now.
I'm on the attack. All in. Wayne. You're going to be okay.
Ugh.
Restoring your health. I'm on
Can
the
I hit him with
attack.
the sleep dart? I can. Okay, so that's a stack at least.
I must heal.
We're gonna go spell power reduction just because of KT. I don't know where Genji was.
Orders received.
You pushed the protector to its limit. Well done.
Oof.
I will keep you here.
Not quite enough.
You're going to be okay. Enemy contact. This is much better than retirement.
We will do much better if I can complete this quest and I could pierce. That would be great. Also, we would do much better if I can actually hit my targets. There we go. Get sleepy.
Heading out.
A fitting tribute to your master.
Alright, I'm going to tap this well because I have low mana. We're going to come up here.
This is much better than retirement.
Keep up that healing.
There are a couple. We're just letting Valida go to town on the bottom. Our team is just getting annihilated.
Enemy contact. Very well.
Oh, fort lost.
Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing? I can't do anything there.
Affirmative.
I'm not going to attack that. You guys are going to get picked off.
Let's clear some space.
Go. One of you got put to sleep anyway.
Expertly done, healer.
Oh shit. I'm in a lot of trouble.
Let's get to work.
Okay, so I lived. That worked out. Barely. We don't have 10. Kael'Thuzad finished his quest. That is a boost for us. Stuckop is going to get killed. There's 10.
Still turn this around.
We'll do some nano boost.
Focus.
Killing spree.
Orders received.
An access terminal will be online
Alright.
in a moment.
Our terminal's going to be up over here. So we're down 3 levels. We may make that 2 once we kill this tower here. Nope, no we didn't.
I will feel this tomorrow.
It's time, heroes. Control
We're
the
gonna be
terminal
in
and
some
bring
trouble.
in the
Go to
protector.
sleep.
Restoring your health.
I think. Oh, I think I blew him up.
I will feel this tomorrow.
I think I blew our Kael'Thuzad up.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yep.
Well timed.
Hey Rex, so you want to top me off? No? Okay. Cool.
Orders received. Heading out.
Got him. Great.
Appreciate
Stay
the
asleep.
support.
Oh, I want to stay away from that.
Impress me, heroes.
He walked into that one. I don't know what he was doing there.
Waiting for you.
Alright, here we go. So now we got 2 users in there. I'm the only one who's outside of the thing, which is what's worrying me. I can't really do much. I don't know what you're doing. I really have no idea what's going on.
Orders received.
The protector has been defeated. Interesting.
Yeah, so they messed that up pretty badly. They just decided to walk out and get themselves killed.
This
Very
is
good.
much
Let's see if we
better
can
than
pick off
mine.
Raynor. That's what we're going to focus on now. Maybe if I can get one more stack of E going on. Nope, because he didn't go that way.
This is for her.
And you're dead. Alright.
Oh, you unlocked the talent.
Expertly done, healer.
I missed that. That's no great.
Everyone, focus. Affirmative.
Oh, I'm dead.
You cannot escape.
Restoring your health.
Did I miss it? I missed it. Son of a...
Understood. I'll make quick work of them. I appreciate the support. On the move. Enemy in my sight.
I don't know what's going on in mid. Let's see if I can help them out.
On the move.
Health increase detected.
Oh, did that really hit me? Damn it. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Now I get the bonus range on the Q, which is nice. I get the piercing, which will be great.
Nano boost administered. Heading out. Time for a tactical retreat.
So this is probably a lost game.
Calling Wayne.
We've destroyed no buildings. We're 3 levels
I'm
down.
getting another terminal ready for you.
Here comes another terminal. We've not gotten any mercs.
I have you
At least
covered.
I've got the range now, which will be nice. Here, have a couple of heals. Okay. So these guys are gonna go top.
Understood.
3 of us are gonna go
Power
bottom.
routed to the terminal.
So this is
Control it
potentially
and you can
odds
pilot
in
the
their
protector.
favor.
Orders received.
Yeah, they're just diving in. They're not paying attention. Very good. That's just fantastic. Like, that's how you do it. I'm gonna stay back over here because there's nothing I can do.
Acknowledged. Understood. El adowa al marmal basar. Take your medicine. Restoring your health.
I can't. I hope you can protect.
Expertly done, healer.
Enemy contact.
It looks like you have a hostile protector on your hands.
Now we're in trouble. We need to run away.
If you can.
I'm actually in a lot of trouble.
Choose a talent.
This is much better than retirement.
Expertly done, healer.
I'm going in. Restoring your health. Lights out. Let's get to work. Take your medicine.
These guys are just not. They're just standing in everything. He says as he stands in the laser.
This is much better than retirement.
Protector terminated. I must say, our engineers have made good progress with them.
This is much better than
Keep
retirement.
lost.
Restoring your health.
Thank you for the healing.
Orders received. This is
Where I
much
thought the
better
rest of
than
the team was coming
retirement.
over here. Let's see if I can hit that. I do. Please kill him. Thank you.
Enemy deleted.
I'm going in.
There is no time
I
to dwell
appreciate
on
the
the
support.
past.
I'm gonna hearth.
Now, we fight.
Yeah. I don't know why I started to mount up. I'm gonna hearth.
Affirmative.
Only 3 levels down now. So this is a dangerous engagement. They have. I'm not there. They're about to get pummeled. You walked into that. No, great.
Nano boost administered. I appreciate the support. Restoring your health.
Come on, guys.
On the move. covered.
I am restored.
I will steal this tomorrow.
Try me.
Enemy contact.
Where do you...
Restoring your health. Acknowledged. I'm on the attack.
A new terminal will be ready shortly.
I missed
I'm on
it.
the attack. On the move.
Thank you for the healing.
I gotta back off.
Killing spree.
And I got killed.
Hero slain.
Access terminal online.
We can
Secure
still
it
tell
to
the
These guys are killing me.
everyone.
That was my
Focus.
first death. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this map just yet.
Try me. See.
So everyone's spread out. Like I don't know what he's doing up here. Like they're just asking to get killed. It is a 3-on-5. I'm dead. KT's up here. They're down 2 levels, and they have 20s. Like all of these guys are just asking to get killed. Yeah, Rhaegar's screwed.
My team needs you.
Rhaegar didn't take Ancestral, took Bloodlust because that helps no one on a team.
I must know how much
Rhaegar, you're
damage
boned.
the protector can take. Do not hold back.
I will keep you.
Circuits repairing.
Oh, missed that. That was silly. Like, we should not engage now. We're definitely down 1 when Rhaegar dead.
Well done, my servant.
Orders received. On the move.
I don't know, we'll just get some stacks on that. Probably I walked into that. That's my own fault. Go to sleep. Here, you get nano boosted at the very least before you get killed.
Choose a talent. Well, time for a break.
It's fantastic. I love it. I love Quickmatch.
Strange. I did not expect the protector to be destroyed like that.
Alright, so we got 3 catapults up here.
Keep destroying.
KT's got them.
Bad.
We got a bunch of guys coming up bottom though, however. I'm still dead for 20 seconds. Tassadar he just hearthed, alright. Rhaegar is gonna get himself killed.
Heads up. The core is under attack. Watch out. You just lost a keep.
We have no keeps left. We have not blown up a single building. Yeah, buddy. Teamwork. Well, no, you ported too soon. He's gonna get killed. Yep.
I will steal this tomorrow.
Poor Tassadar. Rip. Go to sleep.
Your core is under attack.
Here, get a nano boost, because whatever.
Expertly done, healer.
I expected more from you.
Why would you stay there?
Very well.
I'm dead, but I'm gonna put him to sleep. No, I'm not.
Continue your
I'm sorry.
service.
You've been taken down. Heads up. The core is under attack.
Aye. Try me.
This should be game, I believe. A surprisingly long game, 22 minutes for as much of a curb stomp as it was.
core is under attack.
Oh, it's a nice try, Genji.
I want a rematch.
MVP.
Yeah, it's fine. So I mean, this was your standard quick match nonsense in a row. I'm gonna just give myself props because I want to. We'll look at the stats, we'll look at the talents, and we'll talk about the game and why it ended up like a giant clown fiesta. Look at that. I did a quest. Go me. Stats wise, so like I mean, look at that. That's almost 65,000 healing, and I missed way too many of my skill shots. If you're more on point with your skill shots, this would be even higher. You know, much higher than that. You know, higher than the Rexar. Not that that's saying a whole lot. Higher than the Stukov, even though we didn't do a crap ton of damage. So well, the point is, not that I was better or worse than any of these people, but more of that Ana definitely has the potential to do a high throughput in terms of healing if you play her correctly. You know, that being said, not a whole lot of damage. She's never going to do a whole lot of siege damage, not a whole lot of hero damage. I was really focused more on trying to keep my team alive than I was trying to apply doses to anybody else. Let's look at the talents. We'll talk about why I picked the things that I did. All right, piercing darts. This has been, I think, I still think this is the better of the two. Between this and the grenades, or better of the three, I should say. This has been my go-to. You get the increased range on the sleep dart, and it pierces. You get the increased range in the healing, and it pierces. You just get it's just so much potential with that. Once you can complete the quest, you have just incredible amounts of range and the ability to put people to sleep. And to heal potentially two of your teammates at once from long range it's hard to understate the power that will bring if you can complete this quest. I had a little trouble in the beginning. I was able to finish it off not too long. I still wish they showed you the times. I wish there was like a place they would show you like what time the quest was completed. Overdose, just more, you know, as much damage as you can really come up with is what I was going with here. Just, you know, hit people with sleep dart, which is already going to be trying to do anyway, and it gives them extra doses, and it's just additional damage. And knowing that we basically had a triple heal composition or a triple support composition, I wanted to do as much damage as possible. Mind numbing agent. Every dose of here reduces their spell power. I mean, what I was going for here was spell power reduction, potentially spell power reduction, potentially spell power reduction. I mean, Rainer's auto attack, and Nova is probably going to fire off her snipe before you can dose her up. But same idea. Just do as much as you can. Nano boost. I had a couple of good nano boost targets. You know, theoretically, Kel'Thuzad is a good nano boost target. Rhaegar's not a terrible one. Genji, I'm not sure. You know, maybe. But at least, you know, Tassadar can be okay. He can get additional spell power, which will help out his AoE. So you know, there are some things here that are pretty solid, potentially good nano boost targets. You know, our teams kind of just ran in and got themselves killed. Speed serum, I wasn't really sure what to do here. You know, there's not a whole lot of slows on the team. Stukov perhaps, and Kel'Thas really is the only one who had a stun. Vala went strafe here, not Rain of Vengeance, so I wasn't worried about a stun there. So I rather than go with the stun, rather than, you know, remove the slow, I went with speed serum just to give them a little bit of mobility, especially since the team was diving entirely too hard. I was hoping they were going to have the ability to kind of dive out, which you know, they didn't do. 16 concentrated doses, increased healing throughput for every dose active on enemy heroes. You hit him with sleep dart, you throw the grenade in the middle. You know, if you hit two enemy heroes with the grenade, that's 4 doses, and then you can fire off your dart on your hero and get like bonus healing. And the game was kind of over at this point, but somnolent doses. Upon stacking 5, heroes are put to sleep for 2 seconds. Yeah, this was unfortunately not the best showcase for Ana and her abilities. This was kind of a clown fiesta quick match game, your traditional kind of nonsensical bullshit. Our team was, you know, we had a weak front line to begin with. I mean, Tassadar is the tank at this, I think, in this party at this point. Tassadar is really, you know, your tank. But with the double support, you know, we could have potentially had, you know, Rhaegar went Bloodlust. I mean, I get why you necessarily don't want to go Ancestral when you've already got Ana, except there you don't really have any good bloodlust targets. Tassadar, Kel'Thuzad is not going to do a lot of auto attack damage. Genji, it's not his forte. Maybe Tassadar. I mean, if he went, I mean, he did go Templars. He did go Templar's Will at level 1, so maybe Tassadar can bloodlust. I really, you know, so not the best choice of bloodlust, my personal opinion. I still think, especially since at this point in the game we were already getting our ass handed to us, Ancestral probably the way to go. That's just me, but really it was just a matter of everyone not paying attention to the map and diving in, you know, super hard 1-on-5, which is unfortunate. You know, it's a quick match game, so you know, whatever. That's what you can get. But that's Ana in a nutshell. She will be very strong. I do think she'll be very strong. I will not be surprised, as I said before, if they tone down some of her numbers. Just saying, there are definitely people who will play Ana with skill shots better than I, and that that healing number will be significantly higher. Definitely Ana players with a coordinated team will be able to, you know, this was not the composition to do it, but if you have a team that can back you up where you can consistently apply doses, your damage number will be a bit higher, and you'll have more doses going on overall, which will be a nuisance to the enemy team, which is going to be great. I didn't have the opportunity really to cast my grenade to prevent a lot of healing. It was more trying to throw it on my team and heal them for more. So there was that as well. But again, double support is probably where you're going to find her in the meta. But she's very vulnerable to dive. The few times that I got myself caught out of position, you saw that I was in a lot of trouble. Once Nova dropped in on me, if I wasn't able to put her to sleep, I was done for. Same with Vala. You know, Raynar, you know, I got way too close to Raynar, within range of his auto attack, and I was like, man, I can't do anything about this. I can't heal myself. I can't put him to sleep again, and I just had to like bail out and then hearth and then leave my team behind. So positioning is going to be very important. You're going to want to be able to play her and stay safe. So that's it. I've got a fan that's clicking in the background. I hope you don't hear that, and if you do, I apologize. I'm going to go kick it and get it working. Anyway, so that's, my name is Conman, of course. That is A to Z for Ana. I'll put the build, as I always do, up on Heroes Hearth and post the link in the description. Feel free to do the like, subscribe, all that nonsense, and then tell me why I'm noob and, you know, why this game sucked. And that's fine too, you'll probably be right. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Take care.